Looking for the best high-graphics offline Nintendo Switch games to play in 2023? Look no further. In this list, we've rounded up the top 10 visually stunning games that you can play on your Switch without an internet connection. From action-packed adventures to immersive RPGs, these games offer stunning visuals that are sure to impress. Get ready to explore breathtaking worlds, battle fierce enemies, and solve challenging puzzles with these top picks. So grab your Switch and let's dive into the best high-graphics offline games for the Nintendo Switch in 2023. Number 10. SpongeBob SquarePants. The Cosmic Shake is a simple, unambitious platformer that pales in comparison to its peers in every way, besides all the charm and humor it borrows from the iconic show. Whether it's the incredibly basic jumping and swinging that becomes irksomely repetitive within minutes, or the humdrum combat that has you mopping up the same handful of enemies hundreds of times, without anything to meaningfully differentiate the first battle from the last, Cosmic Shake badly lacks the imagination and creativity for which the show is known. The original cast's voice performances and silly gags are certainly a highlight, but if you were hoping for something akin to Super Mario Odyssey and a pineapple under the sea, sadly this falls far short. Number 9. Life is Strange 2 is a game where two brothers go on a tough journey because they are blamed for their dad's death and one of them has a superpower. You make choices that change how the story ends, and sometimes the choices are tough. They go through many problems, but there are also nice moments, like sitting and enjoying the view. The game is powerful but not too tiring, and it makes you think about what you would do in difficult situations. It's not just a game about superpowers, but also about real-life problems.
Daniel, please! On the ground! Now!
What are we gonna do now?
Number 8. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe is a fun video game where Kirby goes on an adventure to save Planet Popstar. It is a bit easy at first, but it gets more challenging and fun as you play. The game has been made to look better and has a new story to play. Even though the game is short, it is still worth playing, especially if you haven't played it before. Number 7. It's no small feat that Fire Emblem Engage is able to tell a simple but fun story that celebrates the vast history of its series in a way that doesn't rely on prior knowledge of that legacy. Building the perfect team of diverse characters and pairing them with the emblem rings of past heroes allows for tons of customization and strategy, and blasting through the enemy ranks with their special powers is always immensely satisfying. Both its main and side missions provide a good deal of challenge, and clever twists and obstacles offset a reliance on overly familiar mission objectives.
You're awake!
Huh?
You're really awake, yeah?
1,000 years? That's how long I've been asleep.
What are those horrible things?
If I may, you are a divine dragon, a member of a royal family of dragons.
Number 6. Persona 3 Portable is a video game where players become a high school student who fights monsters during the dark hour using personas, while also managing their social life during the day. The game has a great story with profound themes of life, death, and purpose. Players can choose to play as a male or female protagonist, but there are some differences in the story depending on which one you choose. The game is also known for its turn-based combat system and dungeon exploration.
We have been expecting you.
Number 5. Octopath Traveler 2 is a video game that allows the player to select one of 8 characters, each with their own unique background and story, to follow throughout the game. The gameplay involves exploring towns and dungeons, completing objectives, and engaging in turn-based combat. The game features a day-night cycle that changes which non-playable characters appear and what actions they can perform.
I raised you as if you were truly my own.
Silence, you abominable reptile!
You're leaving again, aren't you?
I simply wish to bring the truth to light.
Prepare yourselves for a show.
Dreams aren't good for nothing.
You have a habit of putting others above yourself, don't you?
I will extend a helping hand to all in need.
The stars, they're all gone.
Something's coming.
I smell a quarry unlike any other.
It's here.
I must find an answer to this conundrum.
The food will spoil if we stand around like a bunch of frightened deer. We can do anything.
Number 4. Most popular video games are made by people from the US, Europe, or Japan, so it's cool to play a game from Indonesia that has different cultural things in it. A Space for the Unbound is about 2 high school students in Indonesia who go on adventures and solve problems. The game has beautiful art, and sometimes the characters go inside people's minds to explore their feelings. The story deals with serious issues like bullying and mental health, but it's still fun to play. The game is long but has a great ending that you'll remember for a long time. Number 3. Theatrhythm Final Bar line is full of charm and nostalgia alike, with cute-to-see versions of my favorite Final Fantasy characters and excellent remixes of the iconic songs that accompanied them. The light RPG mechanics, coupled with traditional rhythm mechanics, is easy enough to get into and deep enough to entertain fans of both. It's a little bit of a letdown that there isn't any storyline for your party of heroes to follow or another hook to keep me playing beyond beating my own scores in endless mode. But its impressive tracklist makes Theatrhythm Final Bar line an enjoyable way to listen to and play along with the most memorable songs from the Final Fantasy series. Number 2. Persona 4 Golden remains absolutely radiant. Even in 2023, and up against the polish of modern-day titles and the nostalgia we attach to those older than it, it is not only an incredible entry in the Persona series, but an incredible RPG. Persona 4 Golden's intimate nature, charming cast of characters, and idyllic setting carefully built to juxtapose its tense and horrific narrative create an experience that is unforgettable and worthy of its critical acclaim. Number 1. Metroid Prime's core gameplay design holds up extremely well compared with contemporary shooters, and the game's updated graphics look phenomenal. The rooms are small, so Retro Studios added a lot of extra detail, including high-resolution textures, new character and object models, and fresh lighting systems. This isn't a full-on remake, it's closer to The Last of Us Part I than the recent Dead Space. Still, Metroid Prime Remastered is doing far more than simply running the original game in HD. Despite the added visual flourishes, Prime holds at a steady 60 frames per second.
As you explore the labyrinth-like maps, you'll encounter the secretive, villainous space pirates.